Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. My name is Manuel, welcoming you back to YouTube Best. Today, we're bringing you some couple of news from the APC. It's sad that Oshomole may be forced to resign as APC national chairman. Again, VON chief insists on Oshomole's suspension, doubts success of party reconciliation move. We'll be bringing you this news and couple more news in a couple seconds to come. Please click on the subscribe button if you have not done that yet, and also remember to click on the notification bell so you'll be informed on a notification whenever we make a new news update. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the news. The news headline: Oshomole may be forced to resign as APC national chairman. The national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Comrade Adams Oshomole, may have had unholy alliance with the leadership of the party while trying to get back his job after a federal high court in Abuja asked him to step down. We gathered that the former Edo State governor is in a dilemma and he is between the devil and the deep blue sea if he failed to honor agreements reached, especially with the governors and some elements in the presidency. The first option of refusal of the incumbent governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, and Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu, may be playing out as a wrong signal which may spark crisis any moment from now. We gathered that the former Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) president may have actually promised some party stewards the carrot as a deceit to get back to the driver's seat, but never meant his word. The situation seemed to be boomeranging on him, as one side, the governor wants him to keep his promises, while on the other hand, Oshomole cannot go to Benin to tell his followers that Governor Obaseki, who pulled down their houses, is the one to be supported. You can see that Oshomole is in between the devil and the deep blue sea. He is in a dilemma. He will be worst humiliated if he gets to Edo to tell people to support Obaseki. The best option is that if he cannot pacify the governor to accept the reality that all candidates must go to the primaries, it is better he threw in the towel, a party bigwig remarked. We gathered that Oshomole will never be forgiven by the numerous numbers of APC in Edo who fought alongside with him when the quagmire with Obaseki was fierce. He said that Edo State will not be a safe place for the Esako man whose political career would end abruptly. Oshomole will be forced to resign for all indication except he does the needful by being neutral, the source disclosed. We also gathered that Oshomole is afraid of a possible gang up of the powerful opponents of Obaseki. The former Edo Deputy Governor, Dr. Pius Odubu, former Edo SSG, Pastor Osege Iziyamu, Engineer Chris Agewunyi, and General Charles Aribevre against him. In other news, VON chief insists on Oshomole's suspension, doubts success of the party's reconciliation move. The Director General of the Voice of Nigerian (VON), Osita Okechukwu, on Friday insisted that the All Progressive Congress (APC) national chairman Adams Oshomole is no longer a valid member of the party. In his reaction to the Court of Appeal decision to indefinitely adjourn the hearing of the appeal filed by the APC chairman to challenge his suspension by the Federal Capital Territory (FTC) High Court, the VON Director General told journalists he was skeptical that the current peace overdue would restore normalcy in the ruling party. The APC leadership had commenced move to reconcile warring faction in the party. The Party National Working Committee (NWC) during the week lifted the suspension of two party chieftains for alleged anti-party activities. Okechukwu said, without prejudice to the ongoing trial, whether the appeal court sat today or not, it must hold session someday, and the main issue remains whether a man suspended by his ward executive can preside over the same association. The truth is that Comrade Adams Oshomole is no longer validly a member of APC. Don't forget that Comrade validates the suspension of Barrister Inuwa Abul Kader, Vice Chairman Northwest, by his word. It's straight law that one cannot appropriate and reappropriate. Like Super King, he glozes over his succession, and our great party's constitution is scant with time, for it allows only 7 days to appeal. As of now, Permit me to state that one, impressed with the Mr. President intervention, which is fatherly. Secondly, I was also enthused by the comrade Adams Oshomole's statement that I have learned my lesson. I have asked everyone, whatever they consider to be my shortcoming, for forgiveness, and they have forgiven me. I was humbled yesterday at the court. We all factually need peace. However, as a student of politics and one who devotes time to study dictatorship, I am skeptical and biding my time to believe hook, line, and sinker Comrade Adams Oshomole. As a Christian, I may have forgiven him, but not all have. For history is not a witness in many instances where a dictator have changed his color. If he changed for good, that will be an exception, and we will glorify Almighty God that the virus has been curbed. One event which will soonest test Comrade Adams Oshomole's commitment to the statement cited above in the next few days or weeks is resolution of the Edo State APC in Boglio. Meanwhile, without being cynical, PABC Akande's committee cannot resolve it without his openness. The way and manner he spearheaded the reconciliation with his brethren in Edo State, therefore, the arrival of the Akande committee will tell us whether the Osho virus is receding. In Edo, he holds the peace banner and crisis flag. That is it on our news today. What do you think? For me, I think Oshomole is in the toughest time of his life. The problem now is not that Oshomole is being forced out of the party. The problem now is Oshomole willing to stay? Because at this point in time, it is very difficult a thing to go back to Edo State to tell his people over there that they should vote for Obaseki when they know quite well they fought with him against the same Obaseki. Now, what are you trying to tell us? This whole thing is running around politics. This is a selfish game. Now, you are trying to tell your brothers at home they should fight for your enemies who fought them, who destroyed their houses. With the look of things, previously, even in the peacekeeping committee inaugurated by Oshomole, Obaseki was exempted by him. Is that telling peace? If actually he is in peace with Obaseki, Obaseki will be in his peace reconciliation committee. At least they will do it together. So the people of APC and the people of Nigeria, even the people of the world, will understand that these people have come back together. But with the look of things now, Oshomole and Obaseki are not in peace. Everyone knows that. Now, are you trying to tell your people that your enemy, who is still your enemy, who they know, who you know they know, is still your enemy, they should now vote for the person to start ruling them again? How possible is that? Because these people are fully ready to kick Obaseki out of Edo. Edo people are fully ready to kick Obaseki out. But Oshomole's intervention will cause a big problem. It is just like going to tell the people you love that they should accept the killers so that you can have your way. That's simply what it is. This is a stupid politics, and that is why it is in the statement is stated that Oshomole might decline the office of the chairman of APC. Yes, he will have to do that. That is one other option, and the other option is betrayal. And betrayal in the sense that he might also lose his position. For me, Obaseki should do his primaries. President Muhammadu Buhari knows what to do. There are other people there like Obaseki who are coming out for the governorship of Edo State. Obaseki, if he's man enough, he should run with them. He shouldn't be dragging Oshomole up and down. He was the one who pushed Oshomole. If he had allowed this guy, it wouldn't have been a difficult thing now. Now, because you have autonomy, you have the authority, you are now kicking against him, hitting him up and down. Last week, it was gathered in the news that Obaseki would have to beg Oshomole for him to run without passing through the primaries, direct tickets. Okay, is Oshomole going to tell the party that they should give Obaseki a direct ticket without other people are there? And for Osita, the VON chief, asking Adams Oshomole to resolve with the Edo State APC governor. He simply means that Oshomole should let the APC governor have his way. Okay, that's simply what it means, because telling him to resolve with the APC governor in Edo State simply means allow this guy have his way and go against your people's will. That's what this guy is trying to cite here, because he said that is the only way Oshomole will show his commitment, which means if Oshomole doesn't do that, Oshomole should be ready to be kicked out. That's simply what it means. That's my view in today's news. Drop your own view in the comment section below. Remember to like, remember to share. Thanks for watching once again. This is Manuel signing off from YouTube Best. Enjoy the rest of your day.